Hey there guys, so we've got the Legend of Mana Vision World on Global, and in this video on my main account, I'm just going to be going in there and, well, I'm going to be attempting to turn one perfect score all the stuff, just to knock it out. So this video is for those of you that just have a powerful team and want a quick and easy way to perfect score all this. And then for the budget stuff, I'll be going back on the new player account and trying to, do a perfect score a little bit slower and more explained. But for this one, we're going to attempt to overpower the final boss. Now, to get to the final boss, or the third level, I should say, you got to clear all the levels 1 and 2 of the day 1 stuff. Then the final guy will open on all 3 stages. And we're going to try to just OTK every single stage with this party. I'll show the gear. Naked Roberta, base form for the LB. Naked Flammie is going to imbue and then hit 3 times for weakness damage. Sky is just using Titus STMR in the base form for her LB, which is good modifier with Titus's STMR. There we go. We're not going to bother with killers unless we have to, and if we do, we will. But for now, we're going to go with a very generic team. If they have killers naturally, great. If not, well, whatever. Kaito in the shift form is using a katana. And by the way, we're using a spear. Whoops. We're using a spear on Sky, which is getting imperiled by Roberta. Kaito, going to use his LB with katana to imperil. He's going to be the first one clicked in damage. Elena in the shift form is just using a high attack power build, and she's going to use the extreme Nova chain of the Lone Swordsman. And then Chizuru is shifted LB, going to be probably the biggest damage for the most part, but it depends on killers. Cool smile card. And we're going to be using this to attempt to turn one perfect score all the bosses. So the first 3 bosses, the damage cap is about 1 billion or 17,000 score. And then for the second 2 areas, it's about 2 billion. Okay, so to start off, Flammie does field and imbue and then just hits the boss 3 times for weakness damage. We LB base form Roberta. We LB Sky, we LB shifted Chizuru, we LB Kaito, and then we Lone Swordsman on our Elena. And we see if we get 1 billion. I'm sure we will, because this guy's weak to ice. So, yeah, he's weak to ice. We did way more than 1 billion. So there we go. And we're going to do the same thing for the next 4 levels. Like I said, if we end up, we needed 1, we did 22. So yeah, day 1 stuff, pretty easy. And then after this, I'll do some quick polls. I already did the weekly poll, and it was Onion Night. Neo Vision Onion Night. That was a huge dud. The rest of the free polls were nothing. There's the breakdown, but like I said, Chizuru is going to usually be the highest damage dealer because she's got the best gear. Not to mention she's got amazing turn 1 damage. And then, of course, like all Vision Worlds, after you do your score run, you go back and you farm it with a bonus team. I'm not really going to bother showing, like, an example bonus team because these are so easy, so it's OTK. Just, put in your best bonus units and go to town. So let's go ahead and just give a bunch of energy. We're going to need this for all of these. And, yeah, we're going to just reload and keep it going. And if at some point we don't damage cap, I will have to make adjustments. Now, the enemies break themselves on turn 1, too, which is a little bit irritating, actually. It's not going to matter for these, but I remember that being annoying in the on the JP server for, like, the harder stages where you've got to actually do some setup. So do that, and then we just chain this up. And this should be, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be easily over 1 billion. Oh, yeah, we did 4 billion on someone's final hit. So, yeah, it's almost not even worth recording this because it's literally just, like, going in there in OTK. But it's only 5 stages. So whatever. And then the newer player stuff. I mean, the newer player account's probably going to honestly just be like turn 1 Tsukiko or something, or turn 1 Olive, or turn 1 Olive and Tsukiko. So it's not going to be the most exciting ever, but the day 2 stuff, or the day 4 stuff, will be a little more tricky potentially, or maybe they tuned it to be like a complete joke, free win. We don't know. Now, this is an AoE fight, so it's even easier because, it's AoE. Come on. Go in. Game. There you go. Alright. So you can use AoE if you need to. If not, you can just, like, OTK one of them and then, like, just kill the other one on the next turn. It's not a big deal. But, like, they should die pretty easily to OTKs. So go ahead and push repeat and make this super, super easy. And from this, we do get a, what's it called? A guaranteed Legend of Mana, or Secret of Mana, or Trials of Mana, one of them. The older version, Neo's guaranteed. So either Hawkeye, Angela, Duran, or Reese. I will be doing my pull of that at the end of this video, and I'm hoping for either Angela or Hawkeye. I don't want Duran or Reese, which means I'm probably going to get Duran or Reese, but we'll see. And as far as using tickets for Flammie, I was going to, but honestly speaking, I'm a little disappointed in the Elazul and Pearl buffs. I feel like they were not buffed nearly enough. Like, they're okay units, but their damage is behind the meta. They're not at the top, and it's only going to get worse as we go forward. So I don't feel like Elazul or Pearl are, like, good pulls. And I'm worried if I use, like, 40 tickets or something on the banner, and then I get, like, Elazul and Pearl, I'll just, like, feel bad like it was a waste. So I don't really want to. I'm going to use my guaranteed rainbow tickets on the banner. I got, like, 1 or 2 of them, and we'll see what happens, but I think that's going to probably be it. I'll just hope for good luck on the daily 5 pull. The daily free 5 pull for Legend of Mana. Hopefully I get a Flammie from that. I got a rainbow from it today, but it was an off-banner rainbow. It was Unaleska or something. By the way, the damage cap for this guy is 2 billion, so we did 3. So we actually didn't overkill by a dramatic amount, but we are overkilling. That being said, we are wrong element. We are not bothering putting any killers at all on. So, yeah, this is definitely, if you're having trouble with score. So who's doing the damage here? Yeah, Sky and Elena, surprisingly. Is that guy a demon or something? A demon or a human? Out of curiosity? It probably is. I don't really feel like looking it up. I guess I can look at the old JP page. The JP page, that guy is a human. That's why Elena did a ton of damage. Natural human killer. Yeah, if I spent, like, 30 seconds putting killers on the party, we'd have no problem at all with this day 1 stuff. But I'm just being incredibly lazy. So this guy, out of curiosity, is a stone enemy. I think Chizuru has natural stone killer, so this would be super easy. Alright, let's see here. And then we get our free pull, hoping for the best. I'm really worried that I'm going to get one of the bad 2 mana units from the free pull. It happened on, oh god, are we like, does he have evasion or something? Elena missed a few attacks. Hopefully we got perfect score. If not, I'll have to run it again. Because we might not have hit enough with Elena for weakness damage. Maybe he has evasion. I don't know. We did 3.8, so whatever. The whole party is double hand, so they're all fine. It's got to be evasion. So Elena's completely naked, so she has no accuracy, which is why she probably missed. Hopefully we hit enough times for weakness damage. We did. Yeah, and then stone damage is going to be Chizuru carried big time. Because killers, we just don't have killers equipped, and Chizuru has natural killers. So there we are. We are day 1, rank 1, which is obviously shared. And there it is. And then I think on Monday was going to be our final areas. And at that point, I will have a little bit more involved guide. Because the day 1 stuff is who cares. So let's claim our stuff. Let's use our guaranteed tickets. Let's see. And we'll see what we get. I already claimed the early stage stuff. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, gotta update the banners, I guess. Let's see. So, guaranteed collaboration ticket. Here is our. I think. Honestly, I'd be happy with Hawkeye or Angela. Angela's probably the better pull, but Hawkeye does have a great STMR. And honestly, are we even going to use Angela anymore? I feel like she's a little bit power creep at this point. But let's see who we get. The literal worst one possible. Expected. Absolute worst possible outcome is, of course, what I get. Of course. Because this TMR is worthless. It's freaking 50%. This is so bad. And then his STMR is worthless. It's literally a two-handed sword with Dragon Killer. Who cares about one of the easiest killers to gear for? The unit is completely and 1000% worthless. Of course I got the worst possible. Expected. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I'm definitely not pulling this idiotic banner at this point. I am going to use my 2 tickets, though. I have 2 rainbow tickets on banner. Well, 2 rainbow guaranteed tickets. They're not guaranteed on banner. It's likely off banner. But alright, we have 2 EX tickets. I can't believe it was freaking oh, Sephiroth. I can't believe it was Duran. Literally the worst of the 4. He is completely useless. Completely. He has absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Yeah, I was going to use tickets on this, but after seeing how bad these units were, I'm not using tickets. Other than the 2 guaranteeds. So we have 2 guaranteed rainbow tickets. We're going to use these. I don't think there's a rate up of guarantee here, but we're still going to use them and hope for a Flammie, because otherwise we're not getting a Flammie. Oh my god. First ticket. First and only ticket. Well, we're using one more. There's our first ever. Did they actually update the TMR to JP standards? Of course not, because why would they update? Why would they give us JP updates? Why would they do that? JP updated his drum to be a Dragoon item, by the way. They added jump damage onto it. So why would Global, do a cool update like that? Because it frustrates me. It frustrates me that Global loves to skip all the updates. And Barts. Okay. Well, we got 1 Flammie. I feel really good about not pulling any more at this point because, like I said, I don't want to be trolled by Elazul or Pearl. I feel like their buffs were nowhere near enough. For me. Some people may love the units and think they're great. But I feel like I'm not going to use either one of them probably ever if I got them. So there it is. We got ourselves I'm super happy with that Flammie. So that Flammie makes up for the garbage Duran troll. And Duran's going to go right into the coin shop. No, I'm kidding. I'll stick him in the vault, but he's worthless. My god. Why was it Duran? Duran. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we're done here. I'll do some slower clears or maybe even turn 1 clears on the newer player account for the Vision World. But other than that, like, we really don't have anything to do until Monday. So when Monday rolls around, we'll get to the serious bosses. Okay. See you in a bit.